Hey guys, this is Justin. Hello and welcome to another video. Since the EcksToo channel is sort of sitting silent when it comes to uploads, I thought I would use it to give my thoughts on gaming news, streaming news, things like that, sort of related to the channel's original purpose, which I'm sure we'll return to when we have time, but I thought this would be a fun experiment. And today we are talking some pretty insane Twitch news that I just really felt like I had to jump in and talk about, because Twitch is really out of touch. There's nothing new there, but this is one case more than any other, I think, where they've shown a willingness to actively hurt their creators in favor of money. For those of you who don't know, Twitch is, of course, a streaming site, and many streamers make a significant portion of their money through sponsored deals. Some people wouldn't be able to stream full-time or even part-time without those sponsorships coming in. Sponsorships can come, as on YouTube, in different forms, everything from putting a logo up on screen or a banner, to a product integration, to playing a game, to running a sponsored segment. Well, Twitch today put out new content guidelines for branded content and had several pretty big changes. For one, on-stream logos, and you'll see that when sponsored streams occurred, are now limited to 3% of screen size, which is weird. Another thing, burned-in video ads not allowed. What that means by burned-in video ads is basically ads that the streamer is including through the stream rather than something that Twitch inserts. They're also banning display ads and audio ads. And helpfully, they give really good examples. As a burned-in video ads, you can see this one they have here where someone's basically rolling a soup promotion, something like I would and have done in the past with my ramen. The banner ads are pretty much the same as are the audio ads. Like, I think you get the idea. Why this is so harmful is that this is something streamers commonly use. A bit about myself, if you guys are following the EcksToo channel, you probably know that I've been a streamer on and off. There have been times in my life where it's been something that I've put, 30 to 40 hours a week in. Right now, not as much, but I'm still very familiar with the game. What's more, and this is where it's relevant to me in particular, I've run several pretty big esports tournaments. My one that you may be familiar with, the Twin Suns, had a $20,000 prize, and that's actually only a little bit of the cost. Streaming can be expensive, especially if you've got a crew, you've got people making your social media posts, running everything. The price really adds up. I wouldn't have been able to run that tournament without sponsors, without Thrustmaster, without Vite Ramen, without Audible, and the only way they're going to agree to throw the money needed at me to sponsor a tournament of this size is through burned-in video ads. We would cut away, just like on TV, especially when the casters needed a break or whatever else. Like, we'd say, okay, be back in a second. Now for a word from our sponsor, Vite Ramen, whoever. And we actually made some interesting content. We had a Thrustmaster section, for example, where we had a sponsored learn how to play Star Wars Squadrons bit, which would have violated this guideline because it had a burned-in display ad. This is just so blind when it comes to Twitch, especially ignoring the reality of how these streamers are making money. And it's not just cases like me where I'm running a big tournament, but this is how streamers survive. It's not like YouTube where people are making insane amounts of money on ad revenue. Like, if my sponsors went away on YouTube, I could probably still exist. I haven't even really done that many sponsored ads this year. Things have been a bit slower, but because my views are good and my ad revenue is good, I'm fine. That's not really how it exists on Twitch. Streamers make their money primarily through sponsorships, through donations and super chats, and then to a lesser degree through views. It seems kind of obvious to me why Twitch is cracking down on this, and that's because they want to start taking from this pot. They want to start siphoning off money that the streamers are earning from these ads, and we've seen that Twitch is trying to create, as has YouTube to be honest, their own ad marketplace. The difference is YouTube understands that they can operate alongside existing sponsors and existing methods. They don't need to get their hand into everything, and they risk pissing off their creators. I'll get back to this, but Twitch also did limit the types of ads which can be run on platform. Most of these I think make sense. Gambling products like slots or roulettes, that's something that's happened earlier, I believe last year. Spams, scams, that makes sense. Anything that's illegal, sure. I'm glad they're starting to crack down on coin offerings, multi-level marketing, things like that. They've run rampant on streaming sites. But there are also some oddities even here, like cannabis products, weed, vaping, whatever. Those are banned, but alcohol's not. And I'm guessing that's really just due to the difference in laws, but also political content is now also banned from being advertised. I mean, you can still do politics politics on Twitch. You just can't do political sponsorships, which I don't know, that seems kind of weird to me. If you read how people are reacting to this, there's one sentiment: these changes suck. Opera GX, as always, had a good tweet. Twitch executives trying to come up with a single positive change for the platform. Denims said, sponsored streams have been absolutely gutted, effectively killing live events. Exactly as I said. Twitch is reverting back to net 45 payout terms. That's basically saying that you'll get paid out 45 days from the point of earning the money. I don't think that's a huge deal. Affiliates have to pay to exit their contract. That's kind of insane. And the price for Turbo is now increased. OTK dropped a huge response. To be completely honest though, I'm just not going to read all that. But the big takeaway is that they're looking at canceling some of their big live events, which is not great. And this, of course, is a good advertisement for YouTube, for Rumble, for Kick, wherever else. And I gotta say, especially in reference to the $25 charge to exit your affiliate contract, is Amazon really that broke that they need to scrounge pocket change from creators? I don't know. Anyway, Twitch did respond to the controversy, but to be honest, this makes me angrier than anything in the initial rule change because they're outright lying. They did the thing they've done before. This is their PR strategy, saying, oh, these rules aren't what you think they are. We just didn't explain them well. They say, and I quote, "We do not intend to limit streamers' ability to enter in direct relationships with sponsors. We understand that this is an important part of how streamers earn revenue. We wanted to clarify our existing ads policy that was intended to prohibit third-party ad networks from selling burned-in video and display ads on Twitch, which is consistent with our other services." But like, that's blatantly false. Look at the examples that they included. When it came to inserted burned-in video ads, the example they included was someone getting a soup company sponsorship with a bespoke creator code. You tried to fuck over the creator ecosystem so you could get your hand in the pocket. People called you out on it. Now you're trying to run away with your tail between your legs, and it's just a bad look. Twitch is always just brain dead when it comes to making choices, and it's good that these other streaming services existed. I'm glad that I'm not a streamer anymore. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. I didn't necessarily find it very rewarding. Aside from the interacting with community aspect, my time was better spent working in other ways, I think, for me personally. But I'm really glad I'm not on Twitch because they continually just make the worst dog shit decisions ever. Anyway, that's all I got. If you want me to continue to talk about like gaming news and the streamer creator ecosystem, I really wanted to do a video on that Twitch mod who admitted to jizzing his pants when he hugged the streamer, but I don't know. Let me know your thoughts below.